Hello, Sagittarius. I'm realizing those lights are behind me. Let me do a couple cards, see if that's going to be a problem. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of this read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I kind of feel like they are pretty bright, though. I'm going to turn them off. Well, because I think they might bother some people, so I can see where they might bother me if I... So, let's just go right into it. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? 2. So, my first impression is, well, let's put out a couple more of these. Stop. My first impression is, you seem reactive to the situation. There's a lot going on around you. It's just kind of like the ball's getting thrown around the court, and you're just trying to catch it and do what you need to do when it's in your hands. You know what I mean? It's like you're literally playing a game. And when the item is in your hand and you have to do something with it, you know, you do what you need to, and then you just kind of wait to the side till your next opportunity to make a move happens. Because I feel like you're just kind of like trying to roll with it. There's a lot going on around you. It's not that you couldn't get into it if you really wanted to, but it's more like, you know, holding back and like, let me just see what's happening. Let me just kind of roll with it and not make this any more complicated than it already is. Now, I don't really feel like it's bad. When you're going into the situation, you got the Queen of Cups with the Lovers card. Like you're very emotionally connected to the whole situation, With the Queen of Cups here, I feel like there's a lot you could do that you're not doing. And again, I feel like you're just kind of holding to the side. Everything's okay for right now. It's almost like less is more. Let things come forward. Let me let people help themselves. That kind of feels like it too. Let people help themselves and see what happens from that. I'm always here to do the next piece if I need to, but I need to let people just kind of flourish on their own. That's kind of your energy right now is what I'm getting. Now, in the environment, you get the Moon card with creativity. You holding back seems to make people kind of not sure what's coming next. People, it seems like there's a little kind of like what's happening next, what's going on next feel here. But the Nine of Cups is also in the environment saying that people are very happy with you. They trust you. I feel like they're expecting you to move something forward. I feel like you're just kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to hold off to the side and see what somebody else starts. Instead of you kicking the ball onto the field, you're like, I'm just going to wait and see what somebody else does. I feel like it's time for somebody else to kick it out there. Not that you're the one that always does that, but I feel like you're hoping that some people that are more off to the side, more bench players, if you will, more people holding off to the bench, I feel like you're giving them the opportunity to like get in there and make some decisions themselves and move forward on their own. This does feel like a complicated situation, so we'll see how this goes. Now, you're waiting forever and a day for that to happen is what I'm getting. You got the Nine of Wands, kind of like, are you ever going to kick that ball out there? Like you're hoping somebody else is... Like somebody who's usually a bench player is going to kick that ball out into the field. And you're kind of like, you ever going to kick that ball out there? You ever going to do this? Like, it's going to happen here, bud? You're going to do it? It's kind of like, but you're not pushing them. You're keeping to yourself on the situation, but you're still kind of waiting, thinking, you know, it's all set up for you. Like it's right there. The ball's right on the sideline there. It's right in front. You could just run up and kick it in there. You can do it. I feel like you're waiting. I don't see it really happening. I do see the Emperor here in the environment, though. Somebody else who usually does make decisions is popping forward. Somebody else is popping forward to make a decision. And when I see this happen, somebody else is stepping forward to make a decision. They may have also been waiting to the side for like more of a bench player to move forward, but I feel like they're kind of like, you know what, this isn't happening. Nothing's happening. I'll just move forward and make the game start. I'll kick that ball out into the field and get the situation going. So the person you're waiting for does not move things forward, but somebody, another side player does move things forward. I don't feel like this is really what you wanted, but I'm also getting it's not that bad. Like, I feel like really that's when I'm seeing the Eight of Swords for you, it's because it's not what you wanted. I don't feel like it's that bad, but it's really not how you wanted this to go forward. You're hoping somebody else, you're waiting on someone else, this one person who usually is a bench player, to come forward and like, here's your chance, get out there, play the game. And you set it all up for them to do that. You're like, it's right here, I got it all set for you. They didn't do it. Another side player, a third party even, possibly waiting for that same thing to happen, got frustrated that it wasn't, and decided to kick it off themselves. They got sick of waiting. Now, I do see, though, that, again, this isn't bad. I get the Fool card, the Best Possible Decision, and the Justice card. This seems to be a lesson for someone else. Like, you know, if everything's set up for you to go forward and, you know, people are encouraging you to go forward, and this isn't for you, this is for whoever you're hoping to help, the lesson for them is you can't just expect an opportunity to just sit there on the shelf and wait for you when you're good and ready. Somebody else is going to take that opportunity if you don't move forward. And that's what happened here. Best possible decision is like, this is highlighting to that person. Like, you had your chance. You could have got off that bench. You decided you couldn't do it. Somebody else took that opportunity. And the Justice card is saying that's just desserts for that. That's okay for this situation, because it may be in a long line of this happening. This may not be anywhere near the first time this has happened to this person. They might end up ending up with that feeling of, oh, it happened again. But that's not on you. That's on them. Because I feel like that person you were waiting for is feeling left out again. But I also feel you looking at this a little differently. Maybe you didn't realize before now that the reason this person ends up on the outside is because they miss opportunities. They have opportunities right in front of them, and they just don't seem to move on them. The question is this literally just something you're seeing that they're not recognizing? Or is it they're just holding to the side, letting life pass them by? The trick here with this is you might be able to see something that this person is just not clued in on. They're not getting it. They're just not real. Like, you literally have it set up on the side of the field. The ball's right in front of them, and all they have to do is run up and kick it in. And they're not doing it. To you, it's completely obvious, like that's what you need to do. Like, to you, it's completely obvious. To them, it may not be. I do get there's some communication after the fact. Because another person, a third party, actually took this opportunity. They went ahead and went forward with it. And I'm getting like this might be an opportunity for conversation where you get to explain what you saw and how that opportunity was there for them. But because they held to the side and they didn't capitalize on it, they lost out. I feel you're actually helping somebody. I feel like this is, again, the Eight of Swords. This is not what you wanted to happen. But I feel like how you're getting released from this Eight of Swords is after the fact, you're getting a chance to talk with this person. This person seems to come forward to you and say how they missed out. And I feel like this is your opportunity to say, well, you didn't have to miss out. And how you viewed it based on what you were seeing and how they were viewing it, and to see, like, if they're not seeing things correctly and they really didn't realize that was their opportunity, this is your chance to teach them why this was their opportunity. It doesn't have to be like a sit down and like teacher telling a student. It doesn't have to be like that. But you just can say, well, this is what I would have done if I seen these opportunities in front of me. If I saw that ball was sitting on the sideline and I'm part of the team, I would have kicked it in. And you should have done that too. That's what I would have done if I was in your shoes. So you're getting this Ace of Swords for them. They're getting this learning opportunity. And I feel the Ace of Cups is like they're really appreciative, because I feel like for some of you, this person you're hoping to help, that you're setting up all these possibilities for, they're just really clueless on the procedure. They're clueless on the opportunity. Even though it's right in front of them, it's kind of like a $10 bill just sitting on the sidewalk, and they're just looking at the birds. It's right there on the sidewalk. They're looking at the birds, and they're looking at the trees. And look how nice it is. Look at how beautiful the sky is. Look how beautiful the clouds are. And it's true, but you're like you gotta like it's great to look up here, but look down here too. Like look at everything, scan everything at least once, and notice you've got $10 right here in front of you. You need to pick it up. That's what I would have done. I would have picked it up. It's just floating around. It's blowing around in the wind. If you don't pick it up, it's pretty much just adding into the litter pile. No use for that. Nobody needs any more litter. So let's pick up that $10 and use it. It's there for you. I feel like this opportunity that you get to tell them, like, this was the opportunity, this is what I saw, this is what I would have done. I feel like it's very kind, very considerate. I see you with the 10 of Cups. It's really helping you feel better about the whole situation. Like, not so much like, you may feel like next time they'll take advantage of it, but at the very least you're feeling, I did my best to clue this person in on how to take advantage of some of these opportunities. I did my best to give my 2 cents on what can make their life better. I helped them the best I could. Because what's coming next is I'm seeing you have the fertility coming in here. Because I don't feel like this is just one time. I feel like you're kind of also like, a lot of you I see noticing opportunities around this person again. And you're highlighting like, I'm seeing something that I would move forward on. Or I feel like you're trying to push them, like, are you noticing anything? Like, what's going on around you right now? Did you check down? I know you're looking at the clouds. Did you look down on the ground too? Did you look? Is there anything there? Like, hint, hint, wink, wink. Like, are you seeing anything? You seeing a $10 bill on the floor? Are you seeing it? Right there. You get the fertility. You're giving them the courage to move forward. I feel like you're too excited to not help them. It's not even like you're purposely like, I have to help them. It's not like that. It's just like you're kind of excited, like they could really make a difference in their own life. And you're like, look in the ground too. Come on, look in the ground. Like, you know, I told you what I would do. What do you want to do? Now you're seeing $10 just kind of roll around there. I wouldn't wait too long. When it's going to blow it away, make a decision quick what you want to do. The 10 of Wands is here though. And what it's saying, I feel, is this person needs to get a little courage, but I feel like it's also a little stressful for you because it's like, it's right there. Please just do it. Please just do this. Like, it's better. Your life will get better. Your life will improve. Just start doing these things. It's a little stressful for you and for them. You, because you really want them to pick up that $10, for lack of a better analogy. Them, because it's out of their normal scope. It's like they're so used to looking up at the birds and the trees and the clouds that like to look down, and like for some reason it's just kind of like a vertigo feeling, like oh my god, and you're just like it's $10, pick it up. It's kind of like it's $10, pick it up. Then they're just like, but I never do that. Like, what if it's somebody else's $10? What if somebody's looking for it? Should I take it to the lost and found? They're like, and you're kind of like, listen, just pick up the $10 and get over yourself. Just do it. I feel it really to you. I feel like it's very simple and easy. For this person, it's not. They are, with your coaching, getting over some of this. They're having the opportunity to get over some of this. I'm not going to say there's a quick fix, but there's at least an opportunity where they see living life a different way may be better for them. They're getting the 7 of Wands. Is like they're fighting to get past this. They're having a minute where they're having a hard time moving forward. But I do see what the 7 of Wands goes into is the 8 of Wands. I just feel like they quickly just kind of like, it's like, the wind starts blowing, the $10 starts to blow away, and they grab it. They just snap up and they grab it. And judgment is finally in their favor. And I feel like you're kind of taking this breath of relief, like, I know your life isn't going to be perfect from here on out, but at least this time you grabbed the $10. At least this time you got that opportunity. And I feel like you're trying, this is somebody who stays in your life is what I'm getting. And I feel like you're planning on reinforcing that as you keep going forward and saying, remember when you got that $10? Remember when I kept pointing it out? I know for some reason you're conflicted about it, but just, you see what happened when you did that and you had that $10 and you were able to get yourself, a nice appetizer before dinner or whatever. You were able to do this. You were able to get, some type of supply. You were able to do that because you saw that opportunity and it wasn't hurting anybody. You seem to be conflicted thinking it was, but you're not taking an opportunity from somebody else. It was literally just going to blow away and go and just get wasted. It's great. It's good that you took it, because if you didn't take that $10, somebody else would have, and there's no reason you can't have this opportunity. I feel like you're helping this person. You're encouraging this person. This feels a lot better to me. I feel like you're going to be a lot happier as you keep going forward. especially at this point, even if they seem to fall to the wayside and go right back into their old habits, you know that you did the best you could. It's not you. If they can't, then they can't. But that's just how it is. I think we're done. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.